Good afternoon. I'm Brigitte Jewell with the Jewell Real Estate team. We are here at one of my local favorites, Crema Coffee, to meet with the owners, Aaron and Amy, and to learn more about them and their business. Let's get started by asking, what made you decide to open this business?
I think ever since I was a kid, I knew that I wanted to kind of like run my own business. I just never knew what it was. But then I helped a guy run a coffee shop about 8 years ago for about a year. And that's where I kind of got to fall in love with coffee and see the whole process and be like, okay. But the main thing about that was that I enjoyed the work. I liked showing up to work every day, and it was a lot of fun. And then I was like, okay, well, this is what I want to do then. And that's how I kind of got into coffee and knew that I wanted to open up a coffee shop. Yeah.
He really loves the aspect of like getting to know people. It's kind of like being a bartender, where you have
exactly.
like you get to hear people's stories. You have your regulars, and then we also like we've learned a lot about coffee, and has so many like different origins and like flavors you can pull out of it. It's really similar to kind of like wine.
Yeah.
And we used to love doing like our mini wine tastings, just us two at our home. And so now coffee's another thing we can do together like that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's great. What drives you and motivates you to do what you do every day?
I think the people, just being able to see them and have them come in and see familiar faces. I got my degree in psychology, and so I really love talking to people, and especially like one-on-one conversations. And I feel like with the pace of things, I kind of get to do that, like little mini conversations with people, and I really enjoy the people side of the business.
And then he always wanted to own his own business, and so it's just really cool being our own bosses and just doing everything from the ground up. We've learned a ton, and it's been fun.
And that leads me to the couple of my other questions.
Yeah.
What are your greatest challenges in running a business?
Just, I think the amount of work that it actually takes. Like when you start your own business, it's like everybody says it's a lot of work, but I always was like, okay, and didn't really understand what that meant until I opened this, and I was like, okay, I went from working 25, 30 hours a week to working we're working about 90 hours a week now, the two of us. Whoa. And that's each of us. And so it jumped up by about 3 times, and our free time is very non-existent. And it's a whole lot of work.
And what has surprised you the most in owning a business?
Go for it.
Yeah, I think, again, the amount of time we work, but like on the cool side of that is I still work my other job, and so I call that going to work. I've never once called anything I do for here, I got to go to work now. So it's work, but it's not. It's for like ourselves and for our family, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's good. What do you feel sets you apart from the mainstream coffee shops?
Yeah, our main thing that we want to be is we're a local coffee shop. So our coffee beans are roasted by a local roaster in Tucson.
Yeah.
Our pastries are made by a local pastry baker. Our tea is a local company, and so we just try to stay local. We try to be really part of the community and build off of that, like with our events and different stuff like that.
Yeah, we do a kids morning once a month on like a Thursday morning, and then we also do we recently did coffee with a cop, and that was something that one of the other chains was doing, and then the Marana Police Department decided to ask us if we'd like to host that, and we did just last Friday, and that was really, really successful. And it was awesome to just see that kind of work out, and it's neat to see your work kind of pay off, and people to show up and actually want your product and to come back. And I think if you've got a good product and good service, you're gonna be successful.
Yeah, and the other part that we really wanted to focus on with our shop is being like a coffee education experience. I used to be really intimidated when I walked into coffee shops because I didn't drink a whole lot of coffee.
Exactly.
And I didn't want anyone to feel like that walking in here. I wanted them to feel like they could ask us questions, they could learn alongside us. We're still learning a lot.
That was
that was kind of the main environment we wanted to create with our shop.
Exactly. But welcome when you come in, welcome when you leave, and just not feel like it's not going to be a battle of wits of who knows more about coffee, you or me. I don't want that at all. I want to learn about coffee with you, and we can learn about it together and figure out what we like together.
Why do you think it's important for the public to support our local businesses?
Well, I think it's really awesome to be able to support like the local economy and
Yeah.
like just kind of help. Like for us, if people didn't support local businesses, it would have been a lot harder for us to make our dreams come true. And so like we would love to help other people's dreams come true with all the different like mom and pop shops and different all the other different local stuff that can be out there. I think it also builds like a really nice sense of like community and connection to be able to like support each other together and just help each other's dreams come true as people.
Yeah, exactly. Even though we've only been in business today less than 6 months, but it's still been working out.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
What are your favorite things to do around town in your spare time, of which you have little, but
Yeah, right. Yeah.
We really like being outdoors when it's cool enough. Hiking and stuff like that was really fun. We really love trying out lots of different restaurants and eating food. I don't know, we just love food.
Yeah, food's great. Yeah, Tucson's really good for food too. I think there's a lot of great food out here, and so we will like try to save up and maybe once a month or so go out to like maybe one of the resorts around town, one of the nicer restaurants, and just really save enough to do kind of like whatever we want. Yeah, we spend about 2.5 hours maybe, and just eat and talk and eat really good food and get to try different places out, and that's really fun. That's what, we like, and we enjoy that a lot and like doing that a lot. Yeah.
And then he really loves the Autobahn Raceway, like the indoor kart racing place in Tucson. He loves driving and racing and all that car stuff. So
yeah, exactly.
That's another one we like to do.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
What's the most memorable experience that you've had working with a customer here?
I think that it's a lot of times like the first thing that I saw and noticed and was like, okay, that's pretty cool, was like just kind of like the reaction on people's faces when they taste it and they're like, wow, this is great stuff, and just knowing that like I made that for them and that they're enjoying something that I put together is pretty awesome. I think that's what I think like the most. I think
my most memorable, if I could pick one, would be like our ribbon cutting. When we like started the start time, how many people walked through the door was shocking to me. We were completely full.
Yeah, like wall to wall people,
really
and that
cool.
was really neat. And we kind of almost experienced that the last Friday with our Coffee with a Cop. There's a lot of people in here too, and that was really cool to kind of see that support from the community and see people just show up and want local coffee and be here for it. Yeah.
Great. Speaking of events, is there anything exciting coming up? Any upcoming events that you'd like to share with the public?
Yeah, I think the thing I'm most excited about, since we haven't actually been open for a full year, is to do the fall flavors. I'm really excited for it. We're going to have some fall teas, and then obviously we'll get some pumpkin spice starting in October. So we're excited for that, and it's not really an event, but it's exciting.
Yeah, we have our kids' morning happening this Thursday, and one Thursday a month, usually like the third or fourth Thursday of the month, and then we do like if you like purchase a coffee or tea drink, then you get like a pastry or like a kid's drink for free, and we make that whole kind of like environment for them as well, as far as like we play like kids music, put on like a Disney station and them, and they can be crazy and loud and there's no worries.
Oh, that's great. I love that.
And then we do twice a month. It's the second and fourth Monday. We do game time, which is where we have tons of board games and card games, and you can come make new friends and just hang out. Play some games.
Exactly. Yeah, we do that the second and fourth Mondays of the month, and we do that from 3 to 5:30. And that's pretty. People enjoy that.
Great. Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Do you have a mission statement that you would like to share?
So our mission statement is to be family-owned and locally focused. We think relationships with the community and our customers are really important. We want to provide genuine service as well as a warm, relaxing environment where learning about coffee and offering those opportunities is natural and not intimidating at all.
And where can people find you online?
We have a website. It's cremacoffeeaz.com. We also have Instagram, Facebook, Yelp, and TripAdvisor.
Well, that concludes our chat with Aaron and Amy. So now it's time for me to order my personal favorite, the spicy chai tea latte with almond milk. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.